My name is Eddie Datz, and you're watching the Everyday Gator. Today we're in Turlington Plaza, and we're asking everyday Gators just like you what they think about the new Reitz Union construction updates. But what they don't know is the updates that we're telling them about aren't actually happening. What do you have for us, Eddie? Greg, what do you think about the fact that in the Reitz Union update, they're going to take away some of the food court space and add study room space instead? What do you think about that?
I think that's a good idea. Actually, we're adding the study space over to that hall right by across from the subway, and it gets crowded in there. So actually, it's probably pretty bad. Actually, now that I think of the other renovations they're doing.
Well, I think that a lot of students use the lunchroom to study already, so it's probably not going to make that big of a difference, assuming that students can eat in the study rooms. In fact, it'd probably be better because it would just maybe make it more inclusive and more conducive to project-based learning.
Well, I'm actually not too satisfied with that. I think we should have definitely more food options. We have plenty of study space right here. I would definitely like a more variety of food places. I think that's a little bit more important than a few places to study. We can study at home, but if we don't have some, I think the Reitz needs some good breakfast places. We don't really have too much to eat going on in there.
So now, what do you think about the fact that they are thinking about adding a Taco Bell in the Reitz Union? What do you think about that?
That's good because, I'm from a Mexican background and, I love tacos, burritos, all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm into. So anything that is kind of like that, I'm always at Chipotle.
Well, Taco Bell's okay. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad choice to add. It's still cheap food, which is good, like a Wendy's kind of idea. But, I mean, I think what you really need is more healthier options in the Reitz Union. So maybe
Taco Bell is not healthy?
It's not as healthy as some other options. Maybe like a Panera Bread or like something like that.
Taco Bell's good.
I don't believe it because Aramark, that's not one of their companies, and this whole campus is owned by Aramark, so there's no way they'll let a Taco Bell in here.
Now, also, something that they're adding, which I can't wait for, is they're adding 24/7 laser tag, but it's free only with your Gator One card. If you don't have a Gator One card, then it's going to be $10 per session. But what do you think about that? Are you guys going to go to that?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. I will see you there.
It's awesome. School is stressful, so that's very nice.
It's pretty neat. I don't think I would use it so much, but once in a while.
All right. I mean, maybe not 24/7, but I mean, every once in a while.
I could get used to that. Even though I'm a senior, hopefully I could get some use out of that, being that the Reitz is coming back in January or March or whenever it's coming back. But that I could give that a thumbs up. I'll give that a thumbs up.
24/7 laser tag. Honestly, I've never heard of that. I think it would be a heck of a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea because, we're UF students, you know what I'm saying? We have our rights, we have our benefits, you know what I'm saying? We study hard, so we deserve, benefits, you know what I'm saying? We more benefits.
Now, what do you think about the fact, obviously, we all know Tim Tebow, and you know Tim Tebow.
Not really a football person.
Oh, but you know he's football. Okay, so you know of him. So they're thinking about using up half of one of the halls for specifically Tim Tebow Museum. About his life, about his career, about post-Gator Nation, everything. What do you think about that?
That sounds kind of silly.
I think that he must have had a really eventful life to fill an entire floor.
That's interesting.
I think that's awesome, you know what I'm saying? Football, this guy's probably the best player we ever had, and he deserves it, so yeah.
Now, I can say that's an effective waste of space. He's a great guy. I think he's, accomplished a lot in his career at UF and beyond. But I think dedicating the whole space to him is kind of, I would have to go ahead and give that one a thumbs down. I don't think that's too effective for our student fees and activity fees.
And then, final question. So now this, I don't necessarily agree with this, but they're thinking about in the bookstore adding a small section, but still a section for FSU merchandise for people, I guess, from Tallahassee who live here. What do you think about that?
I think it would just stay there for the entire year. No one would buy it. So, listen, if you want to throw money at a wall, I can think of better things to do than, FSU merchandise.
I don't think it'll last long.
I'm speechless.
She's speechless.
I have no words for that. If that comes true, I'm boycotting the entire Reitz Union.
What?
Don't kill the messenger here, man.
Man, don't ruin my mood, bro. We're gonna go over there and we're gonna destroy that room. No, bro. Don't even ask me that question, bro.
I don't agree with it, but
Well, I think that would be sacrilege.
Sacrilege. That is a big word.
No.
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 What if you could buy it and then just burn it or throw it out? Now, although the things that we talked to students about today were not actually happening, there are actually some really cool things coming to the Reitz Union in spring 2016, such as a meditation room, a new orange and brew, and expanded food courts. That's all we have for you today, Gators. See you next time.